Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Tech Solution. Today I am going to discuss about the new topics in the Panda, that is count, cut, describe, drop duplicates, group by and head. So let's start with that. So before going to start, let's import the pandas. Import pandas as pd, import numpy as np and shift enter. So let's start with the counts. Panda data frame dot counts. Pandas data frame f will be caps. Count c will be small. So what is count? The pandas count is defined as a method that is used to count the number of non-NA cells for each columns or rows. So basically it is going to count of non-NA cell, okay, for each rows or columns. So the underlying things here non-NA cells, okay. It is also suitable to work with non-floating data. So it is also useful for non-floating data, okay. So let's go with the syntax of the pandas. Syntax of the pandas. So data frame dnf will be caps dot count, and we are going to pass access. By default that will be zeros. Label by default that is none, we don't have to pass any label, and after that numeric only, that is false, okay. So we will go one by one all the parameters. So access equal to 0, so 0 or index, right, and 1 for columns. So basically 0 is index and 1 for your columns. 0 or index is used for row wise, where 1 or columns is used for column wise. So 0 you know, right, that is used for row wise, and axis 1 that is used for column wise, right. So this is pretty much straightforward. Now we'll go with label. So label, that is integer or string. So it is an optional parameter. It is an optional parameters. And if an axis is hierarchical, it counts with the particular. If an axis is hierarchical, then it counts along with the particular label. Okay. The last one, numeric only, that is by default false. That is basically the boolean value we are going to pass it here, and that is either true or false. So by default that is false, right. It only includes integer, float or boolean data. That is going to include only integer, float and boolean data, right. So let's go with the example. Let's remove everything here and we'll see the example. So before going to start, let's create one data frame. Pd dot data frame d will be caps, f will be caps also, and we are going to pass as a dictionary person, right. P will be caps, and we have the columns, and we have the data, that is the list of the string, that is a Parker. We can pass Smith, we can pass William, we can pass John, right. Another column we have to pass, that is age. This is a person, right. Here we are going to pass age is the column name, and what's the value, 27, 31, np.nan we have to use 32. So we have four rows are there: Parker, Smith, William and John, and we have four values of the particular age: 27, 31, NPN. So let's print the info values. Right, we have person and age, two columns, and the value Parker, Smith, William and John, and the value will be 27, 31, NAN and 32.0. Now I am going to count of the value and info dot count, and let's shift enter. Right, we have person 4, this person we have 4 values: Parker, Smith, William and John, and this age we have 3 values: 27, 31 and 32. If we are going to pass here also npn np.nan, no. And if you are going to shift enter, then person and age both will be 3. Right, person and age both will be 3. So this is clear. Now we'll go with, now I'm going to pass the axis here, axis equal to columns. Okay, and now shift enter. What will happen? That is going to count every axis. Means Parker we have 27 and Parker, right? That means 2. One axis, Smith is 31, that is also 2. NPN, that is 0, here also 0. Okay, and fourth index John and 32, that is also true. Right, 0 had 2, Parker and 27, that is counted 2. 1 is also 2, Smith and 31 is 2. 2 is 0 because NPA and NP.n both are zeros, right? And John and 32 is also 2. So if you are going to add something here, in the previous I mentioned Williams, right? So that 2 is will come to 1, okay, because we have 1 is NaN, okay. Let's shift enter. Right, 2 is now 1, okay. So here if you are going to pass something 56 and going to enter, then all will be 2, right? All will be 2 here. So this count, I think so, is clear now. Now we'll go with another example, that is cut. So let's remove here. So next one is cut. Pandas data frame dot cut. Right. So the cut method is involved when you need to segment and sort the data value into bins. The method only works for a one-dimensional array-like object. So it is used when you need to segment and sort the data into bins, and the method is only work for one-dimensional array-like object. One-dimensional array-like object, right? If we have large set of scalar data and perform some statistical analysis on it, we can use the cut method. So that is also work for large set of scalar data, and we have to do some statistical analysis. Okay, so let's go with the syntax of the pandas. So pandas dot cut, and we have to pass x bins right, by default that is true, labels by default that is none, red bins that is by default false, precision that is going to 3, include underscore lowest that is false by default, and duplicate, if any duplicate is there, so we have to raise it. So this is the syntax of cut method. So we will go one by one all the methods, right? So let's start with x. So what x will do? It generally refers to an array as an input that is to be bin. The array should be one dimensional array. So this is represent as a bin, and that is 1D array. Okay, now we'll go with bins. So bins, it refers to an integer sequence of scalar or integer value index values that defines the bin's age for the segmentation. So it is an integer sequence of scalars and integer value index, intermediate scalars and intermediate value index, So we'll go one by one inside that integers. Define the number of equal weight bins that are in the range of x. Define the number of equal width that are in the range of x. That are in the range of x. And the good thing, we can also extend the range of x by 0.1%. We can extend by 0.1% on both sides of include, that is minimum and maximum value of x. The next one will be sequence of scalars. So what is significance? It mainly defines the bin age that are allowed for non-uniform width. Is going to define as a non-uniform width. And third one will be intermediate value index. So what its significance? It refers to an exact bin that is used in the function. It is used as an exact bin that is used in a function. It should be noted that the intermediate value index for bins must be non-overlapping. It should be non-overlapping, right? So this is clear. Now we'll go with the next one, right. So what is the right significance? It consists of Boolean value that checks whether the bins include the rightmost edge or not. So it's going to check, that is going to rightmost edge or not. It default value is true, and it is ignored where bins is and this default value is true here, right? So next one will be labels. By default, that is none. It is an optional parameter that mainly refers to an array or Boolean values. So it is basically array or Boolean values. If we set the value is false, it returns only integer indicator of the bins. If it is the false, that is going to return only the integer indicator of the bins. Integer indicators of the bins. The next one will be red bins. It refers to a Boolean value that checks whether to return the bin or not. So it is a Boolean value that is going to check whether bins returns or not. It is often used when bins are provided as a scalar value. The default value of red bins is false. As you know, the default value is false here. Next one will be precision. The next one, precisions. It is used to store and display the bins level. It consists of an integer value that default as 3. So 3 precision that is going to take care. Now the next one, include lowest, that is left inclusive or not. The last one, that is duplicate. So that is going to raise exception, basically value error when we find is duplicate, if duplicates are there. So he can also remove the duplicates also. Okay. So let's go with the example. Let's remove everything here. Before that, let's create one data frame info underscore num pd dot d will be caps data frame, and we have to use num as a column name, and we have the value np dot random dot render integers, that is going to between 150, let's take an 11. Okay, so before that, let print info underscore num, right? We have the 10 values, right? We have to print 0 to 10, and the range between 50 to 1 to 50, right? So this is 11 values going to print 0 to 10, and the range between 1 to 50. So you will say that is not going to range beyond 50. Now if I am going to reduce it here, just like a 10, so the range between 0 to 10 or 1 to 10. So the value is not going to extend between more than 10, right? So now you can see the value is going to 0 to 10, that means 11. The count of the value will be 11, and the range between 1 to 50. The value is not going to extend from the 50. You will see in the num columns. Shift enter, the value is always going to change. Right? Now if you are going to 10, so the range with the value between 1 to 10. So now the range between 1 to 10, shift enter, right? You will see the value between 1 to 10 only. Let's shift enter once again. The value is going to change because that is the random integer. So 1 is the from, we are going to take, 10 is the end, just like this is start, this is end, and 11 is the number of rows, right? Now I am going to add info underscore now. Going to add one more column, that is num underscore bins. Okay, and the value I'm going to cut the data pd dot cut, and that is x equal to df underscore nums, and we have to pass num the column name, and bins we have to pass, that is 1 comma 25 comma 50. Okay, and now after that print info underscore num. What will happen, you will see the value is 4, and the num is what is there, 1 to 25. So what we have to do here, this is a bins of the range. Whatever the value of the num, where is going to lie? Is going to lie between 1 to 25, 25 to or 50. So 4 is going to lie between 1 to 25. 13 is also going to lie 1 to 25. Now we'll check with, now we'll see 29, that is going to lie between 25 to 50. That's why in the nums is 25 to 50. Now 16, that also 1 to 25, and you will say 45, that is going to 25 to 50. So this example, the bins is clear. When the bins is going to pass it, then what will happen is going to define what's the range of the values that is going to lie between the bins. Just like a 4, 13, 29, that is going to lie between 25 to 50, 4 and 30 is going to lie between 1 to 25. So what will happen if I am going to put 30 here, right, and shift enter? So you will see it here, if you are going to if you are going to pass the bins is 30, so 35 you are not able to find, 45 also, 49 and 43, that's why it's going to give NaN, because we don't have the range of 35, we have to range only till 30. Okay, so this is clear with the example. Now if you want to pass the unique values, now if we will change with, now we will change back to 50. So you will see this is going to between 25 to 50, this is also 25 to 50, this is also 25 to 50, but because of random integer, that is going to change num value also. Let's shift and no value is going to NaN, because we have the range 1 to 50, right, and we have also divided 1 to 25 and 25 to 50. Now if you are going to divide 1 to 20, the range between 1 to 20 and 20 to 50. Let's shift enter, right? 32 is going to range between 20 to 50, but 115 but 15 is going to range between 1 to 20. So this is clear. Let's go with another example. For that, let's create one more data frame, info underscore nums equal to pd dot data frame, and we have to pass num and use a to pass num. Now we have to create num column num, and we have to use value np dot random dot rand integer, that is going to give you random values, and 1 to 10, and the rows will be 7. Now if I want to print info underscore nums, so what will happen, we have the range between 1 to 10, and the column, the rows basically is, that is 7, right? Let's shift enter. Okay, we have to 0 to 6 means 7 value, and the range between 1 to 10. If I am going to run once again, the value of num is going to change always because of random integer. Now I am going to create one more label, basically the column name, that is num underscore labels, and use pd dot cut, and we have to x equal to info underscore nums, that is going to take the num as a rows, num as a columns we are going to take, and bins we are going to pass to say 1, 7 and 10, and labels we can say low and high, lows and highs, and the right, that is going to pass false. Okay, now we have to use info underscore num have to print. So what will happen here, the value we see, the 7 rows we have, and the range between 1 to 10, all the 7 values. So what we are trying to do into the cut methods here, the same bin is going to range between 1 to 7 and 7 to 10. So here is 6 is basically 1 to 7, this is 7 to 10, this is again 1 to 7, this is again 1 to 7, this is also 1 to 7, this is also 1 to 7. And now we are going to give labels, that is lows and high. So whatever the value is going to lies between 1 to 7, that is we can say low, and whatever the values that will come between 7 to 10, that is will come as a high as a level. So let's shift, right? So you will see it here, whatever the values that will come 1 to 7, that is low, right? And whatever the values that come between 7 to 10, that is high. See, 6 is low because that is coming between 1 to 7, 9 is high between 7 to 10, then again 6 is also low, 3 is also low, 6 is also low. All the lowest value that will come between 1 to 7. So all the lowest value that is coming 1 to 7, that means lows, and 7 to 10, that is high. Okay, so if you are going to shift enter, the value is going to change. So lows will be 1 to 7 only, and high will be 7 to 10. Okay, so this is clear cut method. Now we'll go with another example, that is describe method. So let's remove everything here, cut. Okay. Now we'll go with the describe method. So the describe method is used for calculating some statistical data like percentile, mean and standard deviation of the numerical values of the series of data frames. So what the describe method is going to do, that is going to calculate statistical data, that is percentile, that is mean and standard deviation, that is going to calculate of the data frame or the data of the 3 values, percentile, mean and standard deviations. It analyzes both numeric and object series, and also as a data frame column set of mixed data types. So now let's go with the syntax of the describe. That is very important, describe methods. The first one will be percentile. By default we don't have to pass, that is none. Include, that is also by default none. Exclude, that also by default none. So we will go one by one of the methods. So we will go one by one all the parameter. First one is a percentile. So what the percentile significance? It is an optional parameter which is a list-like data type of the number that should fall between 0 to 1. That is going to between 0 to 1. Its default value is 0.25, 0.5 and 0.75. Its default value is 0.25, 0.5 and 0. Include, it is also an optional parameter that includes the list of the data type which describing the data frame. By default that is none. That is going to describe the list of data types, right? Next will be exclude. It is also an optional parameter that exclude the list of the data type which describing data frame. So it is going to include, and this is going to exclude the list of the data type that you don't want to see it. We are going to put into the exclude, and whatever we want to do to see the data types we have to put into the include. So let's go with the example. Let's remove everything here. Before that, let's create one of the data frame pd.series, and we have to pass 1, 2, 3, and we have to print a1.describe method and shift enter. What will happen? It is going to count mean. So what the describe will display? It is going to give count, mean, standard deviation, mean, 25 percentile to 50 and 75 max. So that kind of information you will get to describe of the particular data frame. Okay, shift enter, right? We will see count is 3, 1, 2 and 3. Mean you will see 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 3, 6 divided by 3, 2. Standard deviation, what is the minimum value? That is 1. What is the maximum value? That is 3. 25%, that is 1.5. 50, that is going to 2. 25 means 1 plus 2 divided by 2. Okay, 50, that is 2, middle. 75, that is 22.5, and max, that is 3. So all the information that you will get to one single method, that is describe method. That is very important. So let's go with another example. First create the data frame a1, a2, create a p2.pd.series. Now we have to pass the pqr, pqr and s. So here you will see, because this is not the numerical data, this is the simple character, right? So we will not get mean, standard deviation, mean kind of things. Okay, so let's do print a2.describe. So you will get count, unique, top and frequency kind of things. Shift enter, right? Count, 4 count, unique, also 4 are uniques. Top, you will say the top is as frequency, all are 1. Now if you are going to put, let's p once again. So let's see what's the output. So count will be 5, right? We have 5 values, but unique we have only 4. PQRS, P is coming duplicate. Top, you will say frequency of for top, that is 2, 2 times is coming. That way top is 2, and frequency, that is 2 here. Now let's get another data frame, info equal to pd dot data frame instead of series here. Now we have to pass categorical, that is your column name, and after that pd dot categorical, that is your method, and we have to pass the values s, t and u also, right? And then we will pass numeric, that is another column name, 1, 2, 3. Now we'll pass another column, that is object, that is pu, that is p, q and r. Going to display the describe method, describe, but we have to include only numeric first. So we have to pass include equal to np dot number, np dot number, and np dot number. So what will happen here? So we will only print the numeric data for 1 2 3 only. So that will include count, mean, standard deviation, mean and max. Okay, right? So count 3, mean 2, standard deviation 20, minimum 25, 70 and max. So that is going to use this numeric data only. Okay, so now after that I am going to use, instead of number, I am going to show you np dot object, right? And on np dot object. So what will happen, that is going to take care this object only, right? So let's shift enter. Right, we have count 3, unique 3, top, p and frequency 1, right? So that will take care only this one. Now I am going to show only category or categorical. So for that I am going to print category and shift enter, right? So that will take care this categorical only, right? pd dot categorical, that is count 3, unique 3, top you will see u and frequency that is 1. So this is clear here. So how what we are going to include method, what it will do? So what the include method here? So let's go with the another example that I am going to show the exclude also. So let's remove everything here. Now first let's go to describe. I am going to use the same. I am going to use same data frame. So first go with describe. Info describe. So that is going to describe your this only numeric, right? Numeric 1 2 3, right? Now I am going to pass include null, include equal to all, shift enter. So now you can see very interesting here. For this object you will not able to see mean, standard deviation, mean 25%, 50%, 75 and max, and categorical also you will see NaN. The reason behind that, both are non-numeric values, right? For numeric only you will see the data 2, 1, 1.5, mean is the standard deviation, that kind of things. Okay, so this is clear. Include equal to all. Now I am going to show np dot number. So that is going to show exclude np dot number. So what will happen, that is going to exclude this numeric data. Okay, let's shift enter, right? The numeric data is going to exclude 1 2 3, and that is going to take care only categorical, that you say stu, this one, and the object. Okay, so let's go with another example, object. So this line PQR is that going to remove it, and you will see the mean, standard deviation also, because the numeric is there. Here both are non-numeric. That's why you will not able to see mean, standard deviation 25, 50 and 75%. But here this, because of this numeric data, we can see mean, standard deviation. But for this categorical you will say NaN. Okay, let's shift enter, right? You will see categorical and numeric, but object that you are not able to see, right? For today that's it. In the next video I am going to cover top duplicates, group, head and hist.